Hello, I'm Danielle, and whenever I get asked about my background, I always start with sport because it helped me in so many different areas of my life and it's helped me get to where I am today. So, I enjoyed a very successful career as a Paralympic athlete. My sport was archery, and I jumped straight in as world number one and hung on to that position for my entire career. I won lots of shiny gold medals, which was really, really fun. But most importantly, I learned some really, really crucial skills that have just helped me in so many different areas of my life. Now, my sports career came crashing to an end in 2014 because of a rule change. So, the International Paralympic Committee decided that my disability is no longer eligible for the Paralympics. And overnight, that was it. It was really, really tough. I went through a complete identity crisis. I'm an elite athlete, then I'm not. I'm a disabled person who wasn't disabled enough. And I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't even know how to get out of sport, how to get a job. And I was given very little support through that transition. So yeah, it was very, very tough. I decided to set up my own speaking and training company, which I really enjoyed. Very hard work, sort of doing everything from the accounts, which I hated, all the way through to the delivery piece, which I really, really enjoyed. And I learned a lot along the way. 4 years ago, ACT came across me, reached out and said that they thought there was a job role that would be perfect for me. And I have to admit, I had a complete chuckle about this because it was a marketing role. And again, that was one part of my business that I kept complaining about. I hate marketing, really don't enjoy it. But one of those skills that you learn as an athlete is you just keep saying yes to opportunities and thought, well, might as well see where this goes, where this ends up. And I ended up being placed at Equinix in a marketing role, and I loved it. Once I knew what I was doing, I just had a great time, and I really, really built my skill set as a marketer and just found it's so much fun. ACT supported me with my career transition into the corporate world, and they were so brilliant, so supportive, and really went above and beyond what I was expecting. And it really helped. I didn't really know what to expect from the corporate world. I didn't even know if I was suited for a corporate role. But in that environment, I found that I thrived, and a lot of that's to do with the support and help they gave. They provided mentors, they provided a safe space to ask all the questions that you kind of don't feel comfortable asking in that early stage of a career, but you kind of feel you ought to know. But because you've been spending all this time playing sport, you just have these knowledge gaps in certain areas. And they were there every step of the way. But that support didn't stop. And through my career, they were there celebrating my successes when I got promoted. So when the opportunity came up to join ACT, I jumped at it. They're a brilliant team and it's very purpose driven. And athlete transitions something that I'm super passionate about. I didn't have a very good one. I'm always speaking up about it. So actually getting to work with a team that's really making a difference and supporting so many athletes and has a really, really big, exciting goals around this. It's I'm just super excited to come on board to support that. And in terms of the favourite thing about my role, marketing, as I said, I have to admit, wasn't expecting I'd enjoy it. Really, really didn't quite know where we were going when the marketing sort of showed up as my strengths and my skill set. But I love it. It really does balance that performance, delivering results, and hitting targets with the creative side, and that balance of the two is just so much fun and so rewarding. One of my favourite things to do outside of work is still sat behind the laptop, but I love writing. My earliest dream was to become a writer, and I finally achieved it in my 30s. I've had 4 books published so far, do children's non-fiction, which is great. I love the research. I just find that super, super inspiring. And it's just so cool when you get a copy of your book. I've got another one out next year, and I have far too many ideas. So it's just really, really fun exploring all of those and just coming up with an idea and seeing it take form and take shape. Outside of that, I love being outdoors in nature, preferably as far away from mobile reception as I can get. And I also do quite a bit of voluntary work. I work with a number of charities in the UK and internationally, and it's just super, super rewarding getting involved there.